Hello, it's me. Yep, you're back. Right. Oh, fuck. Woo. And what a time we've had. Yep, this is a guitar video, but this is also a bit of a blog post. While you were sleeping, I got a new job, which is fucking mean. And then my second week at said job, I broke my arm. And it's still very broken, but the doctor said I can have the sling off now, so there's some of the bruising. Fucking good, eh? That whole thing was just black and yellow and looked like I'd scribbled on myself with highlighter. And I've got some of this stuff to make me more blue, I guess. So that happened. And while that was happening, I got myself a guitar, which is unusual. It is not often I can go on the internet and go, oh, I like that, I think I'll have it. And I'm looking at it now, it's out of shot, sitting on the stand. I've given it a quick tidy up because I was very impatient. It's intonated, which is a big surprise. Next straight, it holds tune, which is just, I don't even understand how it does that. Yes, I've already ordered bits for it because I can't leave things alone. So they're on the way. When I was just away in Italy, and I had my first job, my first full-time job, I saved up my doubloons for a long while, and after a long while I went down the local guitar shop, and I says to the bloke, I'll have that one, and he says, oh yeah, sweet, and I bought it. Just no fucking around, just went in and said, yes, I will have that one. And then, for whatever reason, some stupid reason, a couple of months later I got rid of it. And it went to some weird place. I don't remember how weird it was. I don't think it was Palmerston North, but they did have a bank, so it can't have been that little. A couple years later, so this is, what's a couple years later? Oh shit. 16, 15, maybe 2013. I got another one. I had what did I have? I had a Chinese AC30, much like, I had one of those actually. I had that, but it actually belonged to me. I had one of them, and, well, actually I had two of those for some dumb reason. And I swapped one for a very old Fender Twin and another one of these guitars. So I thought, oh, that's very cool. Very heavily weighted in my favour, but you guessed that. But it was all wrong. It didn't feel right. So I got rid of it and made a huge profit, as you do. A couple of weeks ago, one popped up on New Zealand's eBay. Good old Trade Me, which is getting a bit vicious with its fees. And the bidding skyrocketed, and I didn't buy it because I wasn't quite that monetarily endowed. But then I got a new job. And I'm not making fucking moonbeams. I mean, nah, I'm not, let's not be silly. I'm making more than I was, but I'm not fucking making much. And I was playing Have Asshole This Big, playing Be a Tight Ass. And somehow, miraculously, I had enough to buy this. It was in Dunedin, which is at the complete other end of the country, right down the bottom. And a bloke on the forum that I go on was very patient with me. I was on all sorts of prescription painkillers, various opiates, which are somewhat addictive and so much weed. He managed to put up with all my shit and send it up to me. And then it was waiting for me last Monday when I got to work, and I didn't know that because I don't look in that bit of the building. And my manager, I've got a manager, but he doesn't behave like a manager, he's quite a cool guy. He says, your thing arrived. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, yeah, alright, fuck everything, I'm gonna go look at this now. It was a big box, taped up like you would not believe. A man does not need this much tape. And I sort of looked at it and I thought, okay, I can open this or I can make my coffee and not go nuts. So I made my coffee and went nuts. And it was a long, very long 2 hours until I got to actually knife the box open and get it somewhere in tune. And I pulled my arm out of the sling and started trying to play it. It wasn't very nice because I'm, broken arm and shit, lots of bruising, nerve damage. That bit of my elbow on the dodgy arm is still very sore. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Maybe that's where I landed. It's fucking sore. All the meat's real pissed off. So yeah, it's sort of, it still hurts a little bit to play, but I've got to get back on it somehow. So that happened, and now I've got one. And you're probably going to go, oh, that's a big fucking anticlimax. But not for me, because now I have one of these, and I like it, and it is mine. And it's got the single most obnoxious strap on it you will ever see. It's just so fucking rude. So I'm going to get out of shot, put it on. That dirty peavy sitting behind me you will see in the next video. Ouch, shit. Can you guess what it is yet? It's one of these. It's an Epiphone Dot. I've always, I don't know why. Some people like Strats, but I've always absolutely loved the 335 style, the 335 shape, everything. Back to the Future didn't help. This one, what have we got? 24 and 3/4 inch scale, as of course it does. Grover tuners, which look naff and cheap, but they work very well. There's a sticker on the back that says The Guitar Shop, 8 Friar Street, Worcester, WR1 2LZ, and then it's got a British phone number. So someone brought this over from the UK, which is kind of cool. And now I've got it. Maple body, maple centre block, probably has a maple neck on it, but the grain, well, it's got a scarf joint, but the grain in the headstock's wrong. It doesn't quite look like maple. This might be, I don't know, fuck, whatever. The grain at the back of the neck is really cool though. So I'll try and get a close-up of it afterwards. It's a 2005 model. It's Chinese. What have I done to it? I have pulled it apart, cleaned it really quickly. Polished it really quickly. Haven't touched any of the wiring because fuck that. There's no way I can get in there. I might have to pay someone to do that. It's got 60s wiring. That is what it is. Top wrapped it, set it up. It's got 11s on it, 11 to 49, I think Diodario used. I don't actually remember if I put Diodario or GHS on it. Fuck, how bad is that? Ugh. It came with graphite saddles, which is pretty cool, but they hadn't been cut, which is not quite so cool. It's a little bit annoying. So at some stage I need to start filing those, and so the radius is right, but it's just got the generic Epiphone whatever Alnico 5s in it. And I've pissed around with my amp as well. I'm playing into the low gain input so I can use a bit more, it sounds counterintuitive, I know, but I can make it quieter but use more of it. Low gain on the Bandit. Blah blah blah, what have I got? I've got, what's on the board? Oh, I got a new pedal as well, I should do a video about that. I've got an Akai Head Rush here. And that's on the wrong thing, there we go. Oh, she's a bit noisy. Okay. Because I needed a tap tempo delay, because that other one was just doing my fucking head in. Let's make sure she's in tune. Oh, a little bit flat. No, it's okay. I don't know what kind of strings it had on when I got it. They must have been 10s. They were not... Like, the truss was completely undone. There was just nothing to them. And that was not okay. The neck on this one is a little bit smaller than I'd like, but it's quite a nice shape, and it's not going to stop me playing it. So it's like a scaled down version of the gold top. The gold top's a big chunky flat D sort of weird shape, but I have weird hands, so that all works. That's too much. Semi-hollow, isn't it? So it's loud, it's resonant. I've got the compressor, nothing's turned on. I have a Boss Blues driver now, curiously enough, a very old one, very dinged up one. Well, it's got that horrid green writing on it rather than the newer yellow, so you know it's an oldie. The bass muff, compressor's off, blah blah blah. As you can tell, my playing is limited by the whole crack through my shoulder joint thing. Oh, and this is how rude the strap is, check that out. Fucking flames, how bad is that? There's a thing in it, I didn't notice that. Is that rain? Must be the washing machine. Oh well. access, and by upper I mean anything of, well, the C sharp and the D you're going to have trouble getting to, but it's not quite as unhindered as an SG would be. An SG, like the horns are down here, so fucking nothing in the way. But you can still get mostly up there. There's the head rush and the blues driver. Blues driver is quite a cool pedal. Bottom end doesn't get lost, which is a good thing. This is the big muff. And motor drive. everything wide open, of course. You can make it really dark. Don't know why you would. So you get all the wonderful sort of honkiness out of it. It growls. You get the smoothness. You get the raucousness. You get that bite, that rasp that only a semi-hollow can give you. And I discovered that after I bought my first one, oddly enough. I just bought it because, well, you know, it ticked all the boxes. A lot of people complain that they're too big as well, but ergonomically speaking, I find this absolutely perfect. A bloke I know who's 6'2", 6'3", a fucking big guy. A 335's too big for him, somehow. So he bought a 339, naturally, with the big massive neck. I mean, you've got an actual 339. I think it's one of the few, oh no, I think he has 2 Sunburst guitars. Yeah, he's got 2 Sunburst guitars and that's one of them. That's a lovely tobacco-ish burst if I remember correctly. I don't quite remember though. I haven't seen it yet in the flesh either, funnily enough. Supposed to be hanging out with them today, so might be able to get them, bring it around. I don't know. Anyway. Fuck, that one's broken. Epiphone Dot 335. The only, well, aside from the whole Made in America thing, the only visual difference between this and the Gibson one is the Gibson one has neck binding and it has nickel hardware. I think it has different knobs as well. Well, of course it's got different knobs. These things are fucking hideous. Yes, I've ordered replacement knobs to get rid of these fucking horrible amber things. May or may not have also ordered a complete nickel hardware setup. Also. What I will do, I'll put it on the stand and then try and show some of the grain at the back of the neck because it's very pretty. Ooh. Oh goody, it's still going. Right. So here's the Dot. It's, oh, can you see that? There's a bit of, I don't think it's flame, it's plain maple, which is good. This is a fucking mess actually. I might have to put it like that. Oof. Can you see that? Oh man, that's a bummer. You poor blokes. Oh, there we go. Bit of flame or something going on there, eh? That's just the back of the neck of this generic, well, generic, you know, Chinese Epiphone. Bloody good looking thing. And the scarf joint's up there, and you can't see jack shit because there's not enough light. Anyway, so, well, there's the girl's slippers and my vacuum cleaner. I'll flick it back around on the stand. There we are. Plain maple. Plain maple is best maple. Here's the graphite saddles and all the chrome hardware, which I hate so very much. These stupid fucking knobs. And this is the guys who made the really rude strap. Oh, there's the problem, it's Australian. Right, so, oh no, focus you bitch. There we go, Epiphone dot. And that's that. So we'll go over here, just quickly. What I'm playing through. So guitar goes into the compressor, which has been turned off the whole time. Blues driver and yellow cable goes to amp. Amp effects send goes to the big muff, then to the tuner, then to the head rush. Which is a big fucking, it's a big bastard, isn't it? Jesus, just look at it. And we're playing into the old Bandit, because of course we are. God damn, yes we are. I think we just, just look at that. Alright, get some of the gill slippers in. And yep, no, it's not a Dyson, it's a knockoff, but it's mean. Fucking sick vacuum cleaner. Epiphone dot. Yes. Happy now, I'm gonna go play it.